Lexie, I'm sorry, love.
Oh, sorry. You're going to be sorry, all right.
It wasn't me who caused it.
Do you want everyone to know about your fits? They lock freaks like you up in worse places than this, you know.
No, you wouldn't.
You want to make a bet? If I've got to stay here, I'm damn well going to start enjoying it. So you better get me anything I want. Or everyone's going to know about your little secret. Got it? Look, what is it?
What is it, love?
Oh, dear. She's dead. My mother's dead.
Did I do the right thing bringing it in? I mean, I wasn't sure.
You did fine, Daphne. Now, come on, let's get it and then put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny.
What's wrong?
Well, I had it wrapped up in here with the money, see? But it's gone, no?
And what happened to Mrs. Goddard?
Look, forget about them. We're talking about you and me. About what I can do for you if you give me a little encouragement.
You killed my grandmother.
Haha, easy, sweetheart. That's slander.
You killed her.
Look, say something, anything. Throw a wobbly, scream at me. Jules, are you listening?
Yes.
Then do something. I'm trying to help, but there's not going to be much use unless you let me.
What's there to say? What will it solve?
Better than just lying there crying, eh? I'm not much good at this sort of thing, so if I put my foot in it, just forget about it, okay? Here, you've sprung up me if you can.
Thanks. I knew she was going to die. I knew it. And I kidded myself that when the time came, I'd be all right. That I'd just take it really quietly. And I'd be all right. But I'm not. I never thought I'd feel so empty. Nothing. I've got nothing left. No one.
Hey, you got us. Well, you got me.
It's not the same.
Oh, it's a bloody system. It stinks. Keeps me in here when I should be out on parole. Because people like Maya are killed. While the ratbags like Kelly and Ferguson, they just keep on going. Nearly stopped you from seeing your mum, eh? Geez, I hate this bloody place.
Well, we're stuck here. There's not much we can do.
Don't bet on it. I reckon if we put our heads together, we could come up with a way to get out of here. In fact, I know someone who could help us. He'd have no choice.
What's the point? There's nothing for me outside anyway.
Well, there's nothing in here. That's for sure. What's the matter with you? Why don't you believe me?
Jennifer, I must insist...
He killed my grandmother.
You can't prove that. Now, please just calm down and we'll work something out.
I can't. Steve Formby is walking away scot-free while you just sit there instead of calling Inspector Grace. I didn't kill her, don't you understand that? I told you what he said.
You can't prove that. It's merely your word against his.
You don't believe me. Nobody does. What do I have to do to get you to understand that man is the murderer?
Please, just calm down or I'll get Sister Hall to give you a tranquilizer.
You've got no right to do that.
Take it to solitary.
What for? I haven't done anything.
Attacking a visitor, for insubordination, and mostly so that you can calm down and look at this in a logical and sensible manner.
What's the point? I'm talking to myself.
What's all that mumbo-jumbo mean?
They found you guilty.
That's just rubbish. I've just explained to them all.
Would it be all right with you ladies if I were to pass sentence?
Stand up.
Eh?
Stand up.
Why?
Because, Miss Parslow, we must adhere to procedural formalities. Would you stand up, please? Thank you. Ethel May Parslow, the jury has found you guilty as charged, and I am bound by law to pass sentence accordingly. However, the jury has recommended that I exercise some leniency in view of what they consider to be mitigating circumstances. And so I'm placing you on probation for 2 years, during which time you must, of course, report to your probation officer during the first week in every month. Jury dismissed. Mr. O'Loughlin?
What does he mean, mitigating thingamies? I mean, can I go? Am I a free woman or what?
Yes. Well, sort of. Look, I'll explain later.
Well, congratulations. An extraordinary case. I don't know what it's all about, but Judge Borden wants to see you in chambers.
I don't want to go in no chamber.
It's all right. It's his office.
But why?
Well, I don't know. It's most unusual.
Better not keep him waiting.
No, might be a trap.
Oh, Ettie.
Now, you sure you haven't been letting your imagination run away with you, love? I mean, people don't just plant guns in gardens, do they?
Well, they did this time. It was wrapped in an oilskin along with a wad of old-pound notes. They still got the money.
But the gun's gone. It's just disappeared.
Well, we've got a problem. Who do you reckon?
Hate to be obvious, but I'm betting it's Kelly.
Yeah. Now, the idea of her running around with a gun's a cheery thought, isn't it?
Oh, I'm scared.
You sure the freak didn't spot you?
Yeah.
But you're not certain?
Well, she would have taken it off me.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, does it, really? I mean, whether it's Kelly or the freak.
The truth is, anyone could have it now. Anyone.
Question is, what are they going to do with it? And when?
Stop pacing up and down, Mex. It's going to be all right.
I don't want to alarm you, but this is most unusual.
You're a born warrior. I read about people like you. Finish up with your decimal ulcers.
What?
Your profession's running riot with them. You've got to learn to relax more. Those liver sorts wouldn't go amiss either.
She does seem very scatty at times.
Yeah, so I've noticed. But you needn't worry, Mrs. Morris. I haven't called you here to discipline anyone. I simply wanted to make sure that she's fully aware of her parole details. I mean, after all, as you said, she is something of a colourful character.
Oh, I see.
Could you bring her in now, please? Oh, and tell that O'Loughlin fellow not to bother coming in, will you?
Ettie, you can go in now. Thanks for everything, Mr. O'Loughlin. Judge said he won't be needing you anymore.
What's those duodecimals?
Yes.
Anything?
Nothing. Everything looks so normal. I mean, what the hell do we look for? They'll hardly have it sticking out of their pocket.
Damn it. This is a real worry now.
There's one noticeable absentee, though.
Yeah, same thought crossed my mind. I think I'll go and talk to her.
Hang on, you're not going by yourself.
I have to.
Look, if Kelly's got that gun, Nora...
That's exactly it. If she's going to shoot you, she's going to do it whether I've got a mob behind me or not.
Now, listen...
Besides, I don't want anyone getting hurt while I'm doing my job. It's my responsibility. Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything stupid.
No, but Kelly might.
Would you?
Anyway, after a lot of mucking about and wondering whether I could really live a useful life on the outside, I made up this plan. How does it grab you?
Brilliant. Absolutely marvellous. I only wish that more people would adopt your attitude when they leave this court.
Oh, you really think so?
I do. The fact that you've come up with it after all those years in prison is astounding.
Yeah, well, you see, that's just it. I couldn't go back to the retirement village. It doesn't suit me somehow.
And quite right, too. I mean, you're far too young.
I'm no spring chicken, you know.
Perhaps not, but you're no old boiler either.
You're not so bad yourself.
You know, I have a theory on growing old, too.
Oh, really? I'd love to hear it.
Oh, no. I couldn't risk offending you. Either of you. It's a little risque.
Oh, go on. We're both over 21.
Only just.
Well, my theory is that you're only as old as the girls that you dream about.
Only as old as... Oh, I like that. Only, of course, in my case, it'll be boys.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry. We'll have to cut this little meeting short. I have another case.
Right. Well, thanks for everything.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, Miss Parslow.
Ettie?
Ettie, I really am interested in your theories on rehabilitation. I wonder if I were to contact you in the near future, whether we could continue our discussion.
You're on.
Excellent. Well, I'll be in touch. Goodbye.
I don't know what you're talking about. What object?
Oh, don't give me that, Kelly. If you didn't take it, why are you so upset?
Oh, come off it. You barge in here and heavy me about something I'm supposed to have taken. What am I supposed to do? Is this going to be the go from now on, is it? Every time something goes missing, I'm going to get the blame for it. Is that it? All right, then. Why don't you give me a clue as to what this mysterious object is? Maybe I can help you find it.
You'll keep.
Oh, hello, love. Ready to go?
Oh, certainly am. Oh, that smells delicious. How'd you go with the dumplings?
All right, I think. Never made it for a Yorkshireman before.
Oh, Dennis will love it. I know he will. Oh, I don't know how he manages, poor love. I'll never forget his voice that day he tried to warn me.
Now, stop that, Joycey. If you're going to walk around with a long face, we're not going to have dinner with him tonight. I mean, how long would he last if Meg walked around like that all day?
Yes, I suppose you're right. Oh, yuck. Meg not back from court yet?
No, Ettie's case probably got held up.
Oh, I hope everything went all right. I know Meg was quite worried about it.
Joyce? What's your feelings on helping inmates?
You mean like Meg and Ettie?
Oh, just generally. I mean, I know how Joan Ferguson feels about that sort of thing.
Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about her. Why do you want to know anyway?
Oh, nothing, just something we haven't talked about, that's all.
Well, I don't know what I think about it, really. I know that fellow before you, Ray Proctor, tried to help an inmate once. Disaster.
Oh.
Well, come on. Let's go. We'll leave a message for Meg at reception.
Congratulations, Ettie. I think that's wonderful.
Oh, thanks, Ta. I'll be a bit sad, though, saying goodbye to all my old mates.
Why don't I take you back to pack up and we can get all your things together?
Oh, Ta.
Oh, obviously that sounds as though everything went well.
Yeah. 2 years probation.
Oh, Ettie, congratulations.
Good luck. I'm going to miss you.
Yeah, me too. Gee, I've had more farewells than Ellie Melba.
Oh, take her back before she changes her mind.
I'll send someone to relieve me at the desk.
I must be off. See you all tomorrow.
Bye. Yes, bye. Hard day?
Well, I was worried there for a while. But you know, I think the judge fancied Ettie.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm not. He even asked if he could see her again. Oh, what's in there? It smells delicious.
That's tonight's dinner.
Mervyn made a beautiful casserole with dumplings, especially for Dennis.
Oh, that's lovely, Mervyn. Thank you.
That's my pleasure.
What's this I hear about you taking over as governor when Mrs. Reynolds leaves?
Oh, well, we don't know if she's leaving yet.
Oh, what if she does?
Oh, well, I suppose I may as well tell you. Yes, I have been offered the job, but I've decided not to take it.
Why not?
Oh, I couldn't. I mean, I had a choice. Sitting behind the governor's desk or looking after Dennis. And really, I think he needs me more than I want that job. Later, maybe.
Oh, dear, I hope I haven't put my foot in it again.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, I was talking to Dennis about it and saying how wonderful it was.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Meg. I don't seem to be able to do the right thing lately.
Oh, it's all right. Glad you told me, though.
Oh, she's a jolly good fellow, but she's a jolly good fellow, but she's a jolly good fellow. Hey, so say all of us. Hip, hip, hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Come on, Ettie, tell us what happened, for God's sake.
Well, I won myself a judge, that's
Oh.
I did. He even wants to see me again. He wants to talk to me about my rehabilitation.
So how'd you got him to get you off?
Oh, I didn't really get off. I'm on 2 years probation.
Yeah, tell it to the judge. Shut up, all of you, and let Ettie get on with it.
Oh, thanks, love. Well, this is it, girls. Old Ettie's going out and she's not coming back.
And that's what you said last time, eh?
Last time I didn't have a clue, really. You know, I don't know. I couldn't find anything to do with myself.
And what about now?
Well, now I'm home and hosed, love. I've got a most marvellous idea.
Yeah, right, come on, tell us.
Well,
Don't
I'm
keep us in
not going to
suspense.
chuck my money around. I'm going to put it to good use.
Yeah, pay off the judge.
I don't need all that money. I'd only waste it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a block of flats. I'm going to rent them out cheap to young people. Well, some of them, like you, have got nowhere to go when they get out. Well, what do you reckon?
How does that mean I'll have somewhere to live when I leave?
Of course it does. That's a general idea.
Me too.
Yeah. I thought you could run the books. Will you be in it?
Oh, yeah, I think it's a great idea. And I think you're terrific.
Oh, yeah, me too, Ed. Come on, let's hear it for Eddie. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
So why didn't you talk to me about it?
Nothing to say.
Oh, come on. It's not every day you get offered a governorship.
Look, I've told you I haven't officially been offered it, and if I am, I'm not going to take it.
Why not?
Because it's not going to happen.
It's because of me.
No.
Oh, come on, it's because you can't do the job and look after me. Now, let's just be honest, Meg, please. You make a bloody good governor, and you know it.
Perhaps I would. But I don't want the job. It's never been offered.
Well, now it has.
Well, not officially. Oh, could we forget it now? Look, Mervyn and Joyce will be here in a minute.
Well, and that's another thing. I felt such a fool in front of Joyce. Why didn't you tell me you'd invited them to dinner?
I did. You must have forgotten.
Meg, I've not lost my memory.
Well, I thought I had. Well, in that case, I apologise. Now, can we forget it and can you give me a hand?
Oh, well, you've done it all. I need a drink.
But you've had several already.
So, it eases the pain. Well, go on, man. Answer it. Be Meals on Wheels.
I'm going to miss Ettie.
Yeah. Still, imagine how good it'll be living at her place. If I ever get out of here.
Of course you will.
You can bet on it. One way or another.
Hi. How you feeling?
Bit better. Nora, do you think they'll let me go to the funeral?
I think Mrs. Reynolds will do everything she can.
Yeah.
Julie, do you mind if I talk to Lexie for a minute? In private?
Yeah, okay.
So, what's the big secret, eh?
Just hand it over and we'll forget all about it.
Look, what are you going on about?
Just give me the gun.
What gun?
I fronted Kelly, Jenkins, Deacon. Nothing.
Look, I haven't the faintest...
You raved on about getting out of here one way or another, and a gun had come in pretty handy.
Look, if I had a gun, I'd be long gone.
Yeah. Don't you breathe a word of what I said.
Yeah. What,
Thank you, Mervyn. It was a delicious meal.
I hope I had the right consistency for the dumplings, Dennis. Hmm? Oh, yes, they were fine. I just wasn't hungry, that's all.
You know, I've been thinking, if we were to swap flats, it'd make things much easier for you and Dennis with the stairs and everything.
Yes, I know it's a wee bit smaller, but then again, you've lived there before. It's almost like slipping into a favourite sweater, isn't it?
Well, that's a lovely thought, and it'd certainly solve a lot of problems.
Don't bother to consult me. I mean, I'm just a token cripple. I go where I'm put.
Dim, that wasn't what was meant.
You're all going out of your way to help me, aren't you? Make life easier for the cripple.
I think we better go, Meg. Got an early start tomorrow.
Me too. It's been a lovely evening, really. Thanks.
Show you to the door.
Good. Good night, Dennis.
Coffee?
Oh, love one.
You should have seen the farewell that old Ettie Parslow got. It was terrific.
Well, she's the least of our problems. Oh, I can think of a few more I'd like to get rid of before that one.
I quite liked her, the crazy old bird. Headache?
Oh, yeah, I think my neck must be out again.
Well, this is for the hard day.
Oh, thank you.
And this is for the headache.
Oh, lovely. Terry.
What's the matter? Too hard?
No, someone might come in.
All I was doing was giving you a massage.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want him to misinterpret anything.
All right, but I do think you're being a little bit overcautious.
No, just safe. People like Joyce Barry love a good gossip.
I hardly think a massage is enough to stir up a hornet's nest.
Well, I must admit the place hasn't been quite so bad since you've been around.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Of course, there have been times when the junior officer needed ticking off by the senior officer.
Perhaps I'd have a better chance to learn if we were both to live in the same house.
Same house?
Well, I was meaning to ask you about this earlier, but I've never quite found the right moment.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we could talk about
I'm
it.
afraid it's a little bit late for that now. You see, I've given notice on my flat. Either I move in with you or I end up with nowhere to stay.
How about some coffee?
No. Is there another bottle?
Yes, but shouldn't we go to bed?
You go, I want a drink.
All right, I'll get it.
I'll get it myself.
Oh, you couldn't reach it. Here, I'll get this. Darling, come on. It's
Oh, look,
all
just
right.
get away from me.
Darling,
Look, will you just leave me alone? I don't need your help. I don't need anybody's bloody help.
What's all this secrecy?
We need your help.
Oh, whatever for?
Well, we want to put your talents to good use, just for once.
This is going to turn into Willie bashing.
Now, don't be silly, Willie.
I have my pride, May Collins.
Sit down.
We want you to find something for us.
Now, when we tell you what it is, we want you to sit there as though it's nothing. Don't react, all right?
I am capable of acting like an adult.
We want you to find a gun.
A what?
I told you not to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. A gun? That's dangerous.
We want you to find out who's got it by offering a trade.
An offer good enough for the person to admit they've got it. The only thing, you mustn't let anyone know what it is you're looking for. It might start a panic.
How can I bargain if I can't say what I'm bargaining for?
That's why we chose you for the job. If anyone can find a way, you can.
Oh, yes.
Of course, if it's too difficult for you, you just have to say the word.
Has it got bullets?
Well, we don't know for sure.
Look, we're not asking you to get it off them. Just find out who's got it.
It does help to know what you're bargaining for.
We told you, a gun.
Yes, but a gun without bullets isn't worth as much as a gun with. Now, if you knew the first thing about business, you'd understand.
Offer anything you can for it. Once we know, you won't have to pay up anyway.
There's such a thing as business ethics to take into consideration.
Oh, rubbish. I did say no one's forcing you. Job's beyond you, just say so. Sure, we'll struggle on somehow.
I'm a professional, aren't I?
Ooh, coffee's strong.
No, it's fine.
You all right? No. Didn't come to bed last night?
Been behaving like a right sort, haven't I? Meg, I hate seeing us at loggerheads like this.
In time.
We'll end up hating each other in time. It's not working. I wish it were. It isn't.
But of course it will. I mean, it's early days yet. We're both still adjusting.
I did a lot of thinking last night. I want to call off the wedding.
Why? We'll get over this, we'll beat it.
If I could find some other way, I'd grab at it. But getting married under conditions like this, I don't want it. Seeing you suffer on account of me, it's not fair on either of us.
If I objected, I'd say so.
I'm sorry, love. My mind's made up.
G'day. You want something?
Yeah. Thought I'd catch you before that class we're having this morning.
That's a turn-up. Thought you and Deacon weren't having nothing to do with me after the little pep talk from Her Majesty.
Nora's okay. Different than having Desmond down on you all the time.
So what do you want?
This thing Nora's after. Must be important, eh?
Who knows? I'm not losing any sleep over it.
I thought we'd be able to have a go at finding it.
You got less brains than I thought. How are you going to find something when you don't even know what it is you're looking for?
I'll be able to tell by seeing it. It's got to be something she wants back pretty bad. Or some sort of escape plan, maybe.
Sure. And what are you going to do when you find it? Hand it to her on a plate, I suppose.
Well, yeah. Can't hurt staying in her good books.
I tell you what, Lurch. You want to suck up to her? You do it on your own, eh?
And you're saying our new approach to the prisoners has failed, is that it?
Wouldn't exactly use those words, Governor.
What words would you use, then?
Well, their attitude for a start. Now, they're obviously just using these classes as an excuse to avoid work. And when they do work, their attitude leaves a lot
Before
to be...
you go on, I think I should tell you I've just received yesterday's work figures. The quotas have been exceeded by 20%. Have a look, if you like.
Yes, I'm sure that's very pleasing, but there are other things to consider besides figures. Discipline for a start. Now, how the officers...
Sorry to interrupt. Pat said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I do. I think Miss Ferguson's nearly finished, haven't you, Miss Ferguson?
Sorry to waste your time with trivia.
Problems?
Oh, just the usual complaints. I wanted to hear your views on an idea I had. Well, since the women have been so productive, I thought it might be an idea. Meg, you all right? What's wrong?
It's Dennis. He wants to call off the wedding.
Not going to class?
Waste your bloody time.
Yes, I know what you mean. Sometimes it's better to work with one's hands than one's brain. To tell you the truth, I'm looking for some extra business. If there's something worth trading, that is.
I lost my buy-up, remember?
Must have something. Everyone has.
Might have.
Well?
Got some rosary beads I nicked from the Flying Nun.
Oh, a religious heart on. Well, should be worth something to the right person, I suppose. You sure there's nothing more valuable to trade?
How come you're suddenly so keen to drum up business anyway?
Oh, no reason. Actually, I am looking for a particular item.
Such as?
Well, if I tell you, you'll have the advantage over me, won't you? You might inflate the price.
You're making about as much sense as Graham on a good day. Now, why don't you just bugger off?
I'm prepared to offer you a great deal. 12 cigarettes on top of the remaining items from Queenie's parcel.
That heap of junk.
Something like Can't be a bit Western's, all right?
Forget it.
And $20 on the top. 40.
We're talking bucks now, are we?
50 in cash, then.
250.
250? But it probably hasn't even got bullets in it.
So it's a gun we're after. No wonder Flynn's so edgy.
I didn't mention a gun. I didn't say anything about
You didn't have to.
How long does it take you to empty a skip?
Oh, as long as it takes to find out there's a gun in the joint. Right, Flynn?
Can't see you finding any dirty sheets in there, Patterson.
Just checking, Miss Ferguson.
Just checking what? That you haven't missed anything worth ripping off?
Oh, no, you got it wrong.
I don't think so. I wonder what your mates will say when they find out that you've been stealing from your own kind. Better get someone more trustworthy to do the pickup, Flynn. Just caught this one going through Jenkins' locker.
Aye?
But then since you lot have been so responsible lately, perhaps you could deal with it yourselves. I shouldn't be back for at least half an hour.
You think you're doing, Patterson? Don't be a fool. That's just what the freak wants us to do. Fight amongst ourselves. Yeah, well, this is different. Well, we're not solving problems with a bashing, all right? Why don't the rest of you get back to work while I talk to Lexie? Oh, come off it. I want at least have me say.
Oh,
even the
good job, beanpole.
We're getting nowhere fast with you two. Squabbling like school kids. Well, I don't like me mates ripping me off. That's assuming she was. Well?
I'll get nicked. It's just on me rounds like normal. The freak's picking on me, that's all.
Sure you're telling the truth? You sure you weren't after something else, like a gun, for instance?
Just told you, didn't I?
Unlikely story, I must say.
That gun could be dangerous, Lexie.
Very dangerous.
Especially if it's got bullets. They might be corroded.
Oh, all right, I was looking for it. Now lay off my back, all of you.
It's like you're losing your grip, Flynn. The loyal little followers are starting to panic.
As usual, Madam here couldn't keep a secret.
Got a right to know, I reckon.
Last time I do you a favour, May Collins.
All right. No one's happy about it except whoever's got it, maybe. The sooner we find it, the sooner the rest of us can relax. And since no one's come forward, we're just going to have to search for it.
What do you mean?
We'll do our own cell search.
Oh, no bloody way.
You mean like the screws do?
Same rules. People whose cells are being searched get to be present while the search is being made. How about mine? Been searched already, hasn't it? Probably stripped too.
Lay off, I didn't nick nothing.
Sounds to me like we've got a top dog playing screw.
Shouldn't worry if you've got nothing to hide. I'm all for it.
I'll go along with anything to help prevent that gun falling into the wrong hands.
Yeah, me too.
What about you?
Yeah, okay.
That just leaves you, Kelly.
So search. No skin off my nose.
Now we got that worked out, I'm going to the dunny. Not on your own, you're not.
Eh?
Nobody goes anywhere unaccompanied until the search is over, including you. Doesn't a girl get to do it on her own anymore? I'm not about to give anyone the chance to move that gun. Mind playing escort?
Not at all. Come on, Alice.
Steady, and I'll touch up Lexie.
You know, I would never have thought of you as a handyman.
All right, well, I live downstairs. You can't get much handier than that, you know. Oh, damn, I forgot the roller. Here, pass it up, will you?
You fool.
Hey! Hey! Hey, come here.
No, there's nothing here.
You wouldn't like to swap those, would
No,
you?
I wouldn't. Satisfied?
Have you tried the lockers?
Oh, of course she bloody well has. Doing a stock take more like.
There's nothing wrong with offering something of value for something you're going to throw away anyway.
Mind on the job, Wilhelmina?
Well,
I guess that does it.
Last time I offered you a bargain.
rack off!
Lexie, I don't think she meant any harm.
What would you know?
No respect.
Well, what are we going to do now? Buggered if I know. Even if we do tell Reynolds about it, she can't do more than we've already done. It's probably too late by then anyway. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, I suppose you'll be telling the rest of the prison about Reynolds pulling rank on me this morning. The trouble with the leadership of this prison, it's got no spine. You'll never get respect from the women without that.
Oh, you don't have to go on about it.
If I don't go on about it, who will, eh? Oh, with the exception of 1 or 2 other officers. Next thing you know, there'll be more of us finishing up like that boyfriend of yours.
Wasn't called for, Joan. Just drop the subject, will you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... I didn't mean it to sound quite so harsh.
What would you know about it? All you're ever interested in is your own pathetic little power game.
I said I was sorry.
Easy enough for them to pull the place apart. It's us that's got to put it back together again.
Yeah. Word is they didn't even find it.
I could have told you that before they even started. It's just Flynn's idea of throwing her weight around.
At least she's doing something, Lou.
Yeah, well, if you ask me, it's that Patterson bitch who's got it.
Hey? The freak sprung her doing me dorm over looking for it.
Who said she was looking for it? Might have been trying to find a place to stash it.
That'd be stupid, even for her.
Yeah, well, Flynn's getting us nowhere fast, isn't she? Some top dog, doing the screws work for him.
Quit moaning, will you? Like I said, at least she's doing something.
You're turning into a real goody two-shoes, you are. Well, I'm not sucking up to her, no way. I got myself to look after.
No one's heavying you.
There's a gun on the loose, stupid. And who do you reckon's first in line?
I don't know. Things have quietened down since Nora took over.
There's people in here with long memories, Lurch. Not even your mate Flynn can do nothing about that.
Maybe she could give you protection or something.
I'm not sucking up her bum like the rest of you. You got her all to yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if she's got the gun herself. Perfect cover. Accusing everyone else of having it.
There are 2 reasons for this meeting. The first is to congratulate you all on the excellent work you've been doing. Not just you, but all the women. I hope you'll convey that to them, would you?
I'm sure they'll be pleased to hear it.
And the second thing is that after some months of delays, the department's finally approved an allocation of funds for general improvement of prison work areas.
Which areas?
They've left it to me. I thought you might have some preferences.
I got preferences, but I don't know about work areas. Recreational facilities. More like a one-way ticket to China for Miss Ferguson. Come on, let's get serious. We don't want to waste Mrs. Reynolds' time.
There's not much to spend, so I hope we can use it wisely.
Well, how much exactly?
About $5,000.
Well, I won't go very far. I mean, not with the cost of things today.
It's hard to know where to start. Half the work areas are living antiques.
Yeah. Eddie reckons the laundry press is exactly the same as when she first went inside.
Hey, that's it. A press.
I think a new laundry press is a good idea, but it'll probably take up the bulk of the funds.
No, not a laundry press. A printing press. Like we used to have way back.
And I thought there was no one home up there.
Not bad, Lurch. How's it sound to you?
Oh, fine, as long as it's what the women want. Though we'd have to take the cost of materials into account, ink and paper and that sort of thing. And, of course, there wouldn't be enough for a new machine.
It couldn't be worse than that rotten metho thing we had at Barnhurst, could it?
Before we all get too excited, are you sure you don't want the money spent on upgrading the existing equipment?
Oh, if it's been going this long, it'll still be going next century.
Yeah.
It could do with an overhaul, but I think the press is an excellent idea. We could print our own newspaper. We'd have to have a trading section, of course.
Oh, of course it would.
Well, the feeling seems to be unanimous. Julie?
Oh, I think it's a great idea. Maybe we could drum up some outside business and help offset costs.
Possible? I don't see why not, as long as you could guarantee the quality.
Oh, no worries. I'd look after that myself.
We'll talk about that later.
And before we make a final decision, I'll have to find out whether a suitable machine's available. But at least we've got something to present to the department.
All those in favour?
My word.
No objections here, Mrs. Reynolds?
Good. I'll get an answer for you as soon as possible. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Hey, told yous I had brains.
Hello? Oh, Day, I thought you'd be watching the races on the telly. What's this?
I'm going. I have to.
Had to say it in front of her, didn't you? A trading section. Can't you think of anyone but yourself just for once?
Before you two go sniping at each other, we still have some business to discuss. The gun.
I think we should tell Mrs. Reynolds. We've tried everything and we still haven't found it.
We told you she can't do any more than we can.
Be lagging anyway.
No, not technically it wouldn't. I mean, we don't know who's got it, do we?
Whatever you say, Professor.
What worries me is that everyone's starting to panic now the word's out. I'm wondering if we shouldn't join forces with the Screws to find it.
Screws? Hey, what is this?
I'm not talking about anything permanent, just till we find the gun.
No bloody way. I'm going to tell the other girls what's going on in here. I don't reckon
Okay. We'll make it a compromise. We look for it ourselves for another 24 hours. If we draw a blank, then we tell Mrs. Reynolds to do something about it. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't you think you're taking this a bit far?
I can't stay. It's no good. You've got your job. I've got to put back the pieces.
With me helping you, it'll be...
No. I have to do it on my own. I'm not the old Dennis Cruikshank. I've got to find out who this person is. I'm not even sure whether I'm capable of a relationship.
Good.
I'd hate myself, knowing you tossed in everything because of me. Hey, when things start coming good, it could be a different story. Come on. Do you remember that photo? The one with us dancing together at the staff party? Okay, if I take it with me.
Sharing